All right. All right. Here we go. All right. This is Jason Fick with Distinguished Billiards. This is our Distinguished Billiards Top of the Valley Challenge Series. This should be the last match we have before we have our top three round robin and four, five, six um, round robin. And that should be streamed at the Diamond Den at Greg's house. Thank you, Solato. Thank you, EvoSports, for the camera systems. We're about to go. We have a match with TAVO BORREGO, Octaviano, and Darren Morgan. I have yet to meet Darren Morgan, but I know Tavo very well. This is a race to 11 for Tavo and a race to 9 for Darren. Looks like we're about ready to rock and roll. Fellas, that would be a foul break. Just saying. All right. Got us a decent little break. Made one on the break. 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like the 4 ball. Oh, there's 4 ball. Excuse me. All right, Tavo come to the table here, taking a look at his one, thinking he's going to cut to the bottom right corner here. He's just going to play safe here. One ball hits the rail. I'm not sure if he left enough room to be able to one rail kick that. Might be able to go to long rail to the left side of your view and roll back for maybe a 2 rail kick. Looks like he's taking one with a little English here. Spin. Oh, almost made it. Watch out for the side. Okay. Tavo's going to get the first opportunity at a ball make here. Tavo needs to bring himself. He just went for another safe. He may not like this. He opened the 2 ball up. If you're going to play safe, don't give him anything yummy to look at. I've never met Darren Morgan before, but seems to have a fairly decent stroke here. Playing a draw shot with the 2 down table. Uh-oh. Left himself enough room on the 3. He decides to roll up and play a containing safe. Not great, but does leave Tavo half hanging over top of the 6. Tavo looking at this. You may choose to bank this and try to get around the 9 ball. I certainly might. Got a little excited there. That's no way to start it, Tavo. Get that first game jitters out of the way. Taking a little off angle on the 3-ball, rolls over, touches up on the 8, leaves himself a decent shot on the 4. I think you just come off the rail between the 8 and 9 for a 5 down. Make sure you got a little angle to get to your 6. Left himself a little bit long, but pretty decent here. You'd rather play long than too short on this. Falls all the way down. All right. Not super duper long shot, but a little bit of off angle. Got to be careful of your draw. Good little touch shot. DERON Morgan takes down the first game. And when TAVO and I play, I take care of touching the EvoSports scoreboard, and he takes care of the Salado app. I think for our TOV, that's a pretty good way to do it. Someone takes care of one, the other takes care of the other. Stay in touch with each other and make sure it gets done. I guess it does kind of fade away. I put a little dot on the screen just to see. And those fade away after a little bit. I have no idea how to take them off the screen. All right, DERON Morgan. The 1-0 lead. In all reality, it would be 3-0. TAVO's given him 2 games in a race to 11. And on the Salado app, that's the way it'll look. Wing ball drops. Okay, looks like there is a little cut at the one. Let's check out the line here. Yeah, looks like it could be very tough. I think the 5 might be on the way. I guess the line just slowly fades away, but I think probably going to be a push shot. And it looks like he's going to push down to the far rail. Now the back cut's a little too much to try to get safe here, but you can play the 1 down here to the bottom rail. We're having some video issues here. I don't know if you guys can see that on YouTube. Okay, I've got my screen back. Something was going on, and I hope my internet isn't messing up. I personally do not like Xfinity. Their service is low standard, and they expect high cost. I've never been happy with them. Oh boy. Okay, tried a little bit of a safe here. I think we have a full look at the one. There's a better opportunity for a safe here than there is a shot, depending if you can find the angle for it. One past the 5, bouncing around. Oh, lays up a good shot. Look at that. Mm, pretty good shot there, Darren. Okay. Looks like he's going to try to slide between the 5 and 2. If he's doing that, looks to me like, the minimum you can get is down here. 2 rail hits it just fine. He's going to leave a shot. All right, good hit though. Eliminates 3 foul attempts, but leaving Darren with a good shot on the 1. Just got to be careful of your shape. Looks like he's drawing out and away. Just plays it light. I have a feeling he might play a little safe here. Either that, he's going to go ahead and bank it to the side. Okay, it looks like a bank stroke. Darren Morgan showing some stroke here in the first 2 racks. Interesting. Pretty decent. Pretty decent safe. Banks a 5 down, 2 rails off the bottom rail. Pretty good. Oh, TAVO getting a roll there. There you go, TAVO. Stay down and focus. Don't let it get in your head. TAVO went to a slow roll here. Oh, girls want to go out. Oh, leaving a thin shot on 8. All right. Man. All right, Darren Morgan taking down game 2. Wow. Making this a 7-11 race. All right, Darren Morgan. Pretty decent step. Looks like he's got a shot on the 2. Might be. Okay. I failed to see that. My video was doing something funky and I refreshed and I didn't get to see that. So let's see who marked that. Darren Morgan looks like he got an early 9 ball. Oh, Tavo, my friend, you got some work to do, son. Tavo to break. Okay, makes the 1 ball on the side, makes the 6 ball on the side. Maybe that wasn't the 6. Maybe that was the 4. Yeah, it looks like the 4. 1 and a 4. All right. 2 ball stuff down in there. What's he gonna do here? See a cute little safe shot. Ooh, that's why you don't hit that one way too hard. Tavo. He's getting the jump stick right now. Okay. Tavo massed it back around. Good hit. Good hit, Tavo. He didn't like jump. Not a lot of people do like that jump right out of the corner. All right, looks like Darren's going to play safe here. Oh, and he crushes the shot. Still comes up with a decent looking safe. Oh. Tavo's taking a look. I think he has a little bit of a skin look on the 2 here. He thought he did too. All right, he's left himself a little bit. All right, we're getting some weird video. Oh, looking fuzzy. Funny video feed. Oh. Darren Morgan is showing a good, decent little pop to his stroke. His bridge is a little longer than I personally like, but when you're shooting, it's all about what's comfortable for you. Darren Morgan throwing on a fucking game show here. plugging right along. 4-0. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We got a dry break. TAVO with a decent looking one ball, at least for a hit. I think he's got good opportunity to play a couple different things here. I'm thinking I'm playing to the left side of the one and putting a cue ball behind the 6-8-3. Thin. A little too hard, but worked out okay. One rail kick, though. That one rail kick could make the 5 if you hit it right. TAVO, my friend, you're not looking comfortable yet, sir. And what I say, one rail kick with a thin 1-5. Hit it pretty darn good. Ooh, might have played that a little too light. Oh, okay, that's the first little and a bad roll I've seen for DERON in these first 5 racks. All right, we have a foul stroke. TAVO getting ball in hand on the 3. All right, TAVO, sir, it's time to get busy. Ooh. TAVO, that one's going to hurt, my friend. Oh, buddy. Darren Morgan, pretty solid looking run out here. A little bit far on the downhill side. He's going to draw out of this. Okay. We went to the corner with it. Ooh. Shot that a little quick. All right, let's see what TAVO has for this situation. TAVO taking his time. This is cuttable and shapeable. Okay. Stand back up, reevaluate. And TAVO taking some time, making sure he's ready. All right, there's a good stroke. Okay. TAVO's got to make another real good stroke here. Overrolled his shape by a little bit. And plays a little roll up safe. A little containment. Says DERON, all right, let's see. Check out your bankability here. DERON plays the long bait. A two-way safe shot. But he has left to look for TAVO. TAVO really needs to pick up this game here. All right. TAVO makes the long 8. Leaves himself with a decent 9 ball. Myself, I'm cutting this to the side. Some would take this to the corner. It looks like he's cutting it to the side. TAVO plays it straight into the corner. All right. TAVO on the board. Down 4-1. It is now a 10-7. Oh, a 10-5 race. TAVO has to finish out 2-1. With him having the final 2-1 at the end. He has to shoot better than 2-1. That means how many games he can allow DERON to have in the amount of games that TAVO wins. So from here on out, TAVO needs to probably win 3 games to 1, 2.5 games to 1. 3 games to 1, and he rocks right along. But TAVO, wing ball down. 6 and 7 are going to cover the 1 a little bit. I'm thinking TAVO will be pushing. Where to? Not sure yet. You may even opt to use some right-hand English, miss the 1, come into the far side rail up above the 1, and come back and hit the 1 a little bit, banking it back kind of toward the side. 2 rails out, bump, kick. Ooh. Danier made the 1 and the 2. Pretty aggressive shot. And he is leaving DERON a pretty good opportunity here. If the 6 passes the 7, well, the 5-8 area, that still has to be kind of cleaned up. Oh, and the diamond shelf. Oh, it's like a 1/4 inch deeper than most of your bar boxes. Catch the point on these little diamonds, man, and they punish you. DERON leaves the 1 just sitting there waiting. All right, TAVO, that's another opportunity, sir. All right. 1 ball's in there pretty deep. He's looking at how he's going to come off the 1 and off the rail to get back to his 2. All right. Takes it nice and easy. Takes his medicine. I think on this shot, I want to be on the bottom rail. Good boy. A little aggressive, sir. Leaving Darren Morgan a 2-ball sitting right in the side pocket. Okay. Now, Darren, I'm assuming, is going to use some high with a lot of left English here and try to come hit the 5. And he does it perfectly. Okay. A little tough to hold this ball. You might draw this out and then bring it back over toward the 5 again. Then you might follow around. Just try to get above the 7 there for the 6. Still, that short side shape's pretty tough. You might just try to break the 7. Yeah, he might have that. He might have just nailed that. He did, leaving himself really good. Overstroked a little bit, way up table. Well, I don't think TAVO's going to like this. Looks like Darren Morgan's going to go up 5-1 here. And he does. Darren Morgan has the break. Oh boy. He only needs 4 more games, and TAVO needs 10. Means TAVO, you need to win the next 3. If you stick to the 3-1 plan. Okay, our streaming is brought to you by EvoSports. Justin Lee has done a wonderful thing. So many EvoSports cameras all across the country, different places, bars, pool halls, all over. And we commentators can get on here and commentate any match from just about anywhere that's on an Evo streaming table. The platform, I think, is just outstanding. Just blown away with it. And Greg Jensen hooked up with Justin Lee and put a camera in the Diamond Den in his place here at the Golden Fleece in Everett, Washington. They have 2 Evo Sports cameras, one upstairs, one downstairs. This is downstairs on table 15. This is a top of the valley challenge match that we have up going on, brought to you by Distinguished Billiards up in the Skagit Valley area. And players from Oak Harbor, I'm not sure how many we have from the northern end of Whatcom County, and we have Cedar Woolley, Mount Vernon, Anacortes. People come up from Everett, Smoky Point, Arlington, Marysville, all coming to play this little challenge series. That was a really nice little back bank. Darren Morgan is really seeing the shots today, and he's taking advantage of cutting the 7 in, bumps the, gets a little lucky to line up straight in, but you know what? Pool's a 4-letter word just like luck. Catches the 9. Gonna leave TAVO an opportunity. It's not the greatest, but it's still an opportunity. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your head down. Watch the ball go in a hole. Then you can move. I'm pulling for TAVO because, well, I want to get the belt back from him. I might be a little selfish there, but kind of like that big belt we have for the trophy. Oh, Taffo's going to lay this one up. Oh boy. You know, as pool players, you sit on DERON's side of the game here, and Tavo's left a couple of pretty nice little balls for DERON to be able to get out, get some easy games, and DERON is shooting pretty good. And on Tavo's end, I've been here so many times, as with every pool player. That's a wonderful thing about pool. We all go through the same progression as players. And we all on the upside, and we're all on the downside. And as you're sitting and playing, stuff isn't going right, man. It feels like you're kind of in quicksand. Yeah, I might have stole a movie reference from a movie that we've all known with Keanu Reeves in it. But it is. It kind of gets trapped. You get in your own head. You start, berating yourself. Well, I think the best thing we can do as pool players is to learn how to forgive ourselves. And I'm going to quote Paul Marquez with this one, that statement. He was asked one time what one of the best lessons. Oh, I think I clicked off for a second. I'm sorry. Hello? Headset issue. And I still think I have a little headset issue going here. I'm going to refresh my. Okay, there we go. Okay. Tavo left himself with the bank shot on the 2. I think he's going to play the 8 here. Oh, he just popped it in there. Okay. If Greg, what a touch shot, Tavo. Very, very, very nice. Okay, good shot. Caught a little thin there off the 6. Traveled a little too far. Oh, Greg, if you're listening out there, do I have a little reverb going on with the mic, with the commentating? Because I'm getting a little bit of feedback in my headset. All right. DERON misses the 5. All right, leaves Tavo another opportunity to try to get back into this match. Tavo makes the 5, comes right up to great shape on the 6 to get to the 8. All right, settle down, Tavo. I thought he had focused that ball in there. It looked like it was running all the way down to it. All right, Darren Morgan has an opportunity to go up 7-1. Draws out of the off angle 7 shot just fine. A mild little cut shot with the 9 to the bottom right. And drops it right in there. Darren Morgan goes ahead 7-1. Ooh. We now are at a 2-10 race. Darren Morgan needing 2 games to get to his win, and TAVO BORREGO needing 10. This is going to be a really very, very tough comeback if it becomes a comeback. I'm rooting. I'm pulling for you, TAVO. And Darren, I'm rooting for you too. You've come up through the bottom of the list. You've been beating everybody on your way up here. Okay, drop the ball on the break. Looks like there's a good shot at the 2 here. I'm sorry, at the 1. The 2 might slide past the 5 to the upper right corner, but it goes straight in here on the bottom right. But with the cue ball off angle on the 1, let's see what he does for shape here. Taking a little walk around the table right now to see what's what. Looks like he's gonna try to follow this around. He's gonna leave the 1 up here. All right, left TAVO a decent little shot at the 1. TAVO has been overstroking the ball quite a bit tonight, which has left to a couple of rattled balls and some easy outs for Darren. Okay, TAVO gets a little roll there. TAVO, I can feel the frustration in your body language, my friend. I feel you. Darren looking at a jump shot, I think. He may choose to 1 rail kick this. I haven't seen him jump yet, but he has kicked a couple of balls. What a 2 rail kick. Does he get above? He does. But he pushes the 6 into the 3, which makes this you kind of need to, well, either play safe here or you try to break the 3 out a little bit. Looks like he's using a lot of inside English. He's going to play safe and he's going to sell it out a little bit. Leaving a TAVO shot over the top of the 6, but it leads to good shape to the 3 because the 3 goes up table. Might even go in the side pocket. I can't see the shadow between the 3 and 6. Okay, TAVO drops the 3. Now, what do you do? One of those is 6 is here. Okay, one of those is the 4. TAVO plays a little stop shot safe. It looks like he may have gotten him here. But the 1 rail kick is probably fairly easy. If he's not frozen on the 6, it's a lot easier than not. Because if he's frozen on the 6, he can see past the 8. It's a 1 rail kick. Little spin. Okay, so push a rail. Looks like he came off the bottom rail, side rail, and then pushed the 3 up. I don't see a rail here. It was a ball in hand. Okay, I thought I might have missed something there for a second. Okay. Let's see what TAVO comes up with here. Really light. Oops. Let that one squirrel away. And you let the cue ball slide over on the 6. If you're playing the 5-6 cross from the cue ball, you got to play it across. Well, I think we got a 9-ball ride coming here. What's TAVO going to do with this? Going to play this light. It's going to sneak up a little bit. It's going to leave a little opening, I think. The 5-ball got rubbed. I don't think the 8's lined up into the pocket. Okay. Neither one wanting to take full charge and trying to get shape on the 5 or worry about breaking it out. I mean, the 4 is right by the side, guys. If that 5 makes it over here to the pocket, you know what you need to do. Am I missing something? Is that the 6, 7, and 8? 5, 6, 7, 8? No, it has to be. Okay, good speed, TAVO. Good speed. All right. I have been thinking that was a 4-ball by the side. So if I confused any of you, I apologize. All right. An effective safe. TAVO with a really good look here. If the 6 passes the 8, this should be it. This should be a nice little out. All right. Control. It's coming out, coming out. There we go. There's some control, TAVO. But if anybody out there can hear me, no one said anything, but I'm hearing an echo in my headset. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Looks like TAVO's going to try to go through this ball. Ooh, that's gonna cost him putting Darren Morgan on the hill. My lord. Oh. Well, I see what's going on. Darren Morgan taking his time, making sure he's getting on the hill. Oh, well, I had a lag. I guess he's already on the hill. All right, here we go. Darren Morgan breaking for the hill. Okay. Solid break. Have a ball in the bottom corner. Bottom right corner. So look at the one. I'm not sure if it slides past the three. If not, you can play this the other way. Play the combo shot, and one's going to kind of slide over toward the left pocket. Just play a little stop shot. And not too hard, or else you're shooting a bank shot. This is a decent looking table here. All right. Our video streaming is brought to you by EvoSports Studio. Oh boy. That was a wild little deal right there. Huh. TAVO has an opportunity here. This table is sitting very nice. All right, TAVO, let's mount the comeback. TAVO drops the one. Effectively gets good shape on the two. Follow this around on the long rail for the three. Ooh. And monster strokes the ball. TAVO, I see the nerves are getting to you, buddy. Settle down, relax, breathe. Whew. TAVO thought he was going to scratch there. I did for a second too, homie. All right, our streaming is brought to you by EvoSports Studio. Top of the Valley is brought to you by Distinguished Billiards, Mr. Gregory Jensen. Thank you, sir. Salado is one of our sponsors. So we all have the Salado Pro app in our challenge series, and everything gets recorded to Fargo. This match is being played at the Golden Fleece in Everett, Washington. Oh, Darren going to get a little roll here. TAVO's got a little bit of nose skin here. Oh, pretty good usage of distance and space. There might be a tiny edge, but it's pushing it toward this side rail. I'm going to spin a little bit. And Darren gets a good hit here. TAVO playing a little bit bottom right, left corner here. Good shot, comes up, gets out of stroke trouble. Okay, this is looking real easy. Dot to dot to dot, TAVO. All right, that stroke's looking a lot better. TAVO, fairly straight. Oh no, that's perfect, perfect, perfect. Good little stun over. It's a tiny little bit of left English and dead. Boink, boink. Okay. TAVO trying to stay in this. Center pocket. TAVO gets a second game. Oh boy. He is down 2-hill. And he needs 9 games in a row. I've seen it happen. Just stick with it, TAVO. Keep your head down. Do what you can do when you can do it. All right. Looks like we have a little bit of a player break. So those of you that are watching the Golden Fleece Wednesday night tourney, that is not what's going on here on this match. This match is for the top of the valley challenge for the number 2 spot. So they didn't clear that out, which is fine. All right, what's going on here, fellas? Not sure what was going on there. We're talking there for a second. I don't know if they got switched around. But I thought DERON Morgan broke the first rack. I could be wrong. But it being a 9-11 race, it still should be odd even match. Okay, well that's all up to them. All right. Here we go. TAVO fighting for his life to stay in this. This is going to have to be all about control. Wing ball's in, 1 ball's in, 2 balls in. A look at the 3 ball. If you work this right, you break out the 9 and 6 and have straight in shape on the 4. I'm talking about dreaming, but the angle is certainly definitely there. All depends on how aggressive TAVO wishes to be, but that option is sitting there. Okay, he's going to leave it in the hands of DERON here, seeing what he's going to do. Man, that 3 ball still in. I'm still taking a poke at poking that 6-9 up, especially if I'm DERON. I mean, he's got a 6-game lead. All right. DERON wanted no part of trying to pop that open, so he's just going to play into the 4 here. See what he does. A difficult save too. Excuse me. Okay, playing under. Okay, well, you made the ball, sir. Continue on. Now, 6 ball. You might just see a little 9 ball action here, fellas. You just might. He's got enough to skin the left side of the cue ball and the right side of the 6, just a touch forward with some left English for him. He just might. Oh, and he combos it straight in. What a shot. DERON Morgan wins 9-2 in the top of the Valley Challenge for the number 2 spot. All right. We will see DERON Morgan in the top 3 in the Diamond Den when that date is finally set. See, if I were TAVO, this match went way too fast. I'd want to stick around and get my stroke on. Just because. All right. Boys are going to sit here and talk and play for a while. I'll sit and BS with you folks for a little bit. DERON shot pretty darn strong. I think he shot on the very higher end of his Fargo there for a bit. Made some real good shots, good stroke. Had a good solid pop to the ball, some good shape, and some good kicking. TAVO, you looked very uncomfortable. You struggled a bit. I want to reach out and give you a big hug, buddy. But we're going to have to teach you to learn to forgive yourself a little bit so you can move on to the next shot without any frustrations in your head. I think that's the biggest struggle for all of us. And one thing I was saying earlier, I wanted to quote Paul Marquez. He was asked what was the best pieces of advice he could give to any player out there, and he says, forgiveness. The ability to forgive yourself for anything, even in life. I think that's some outstanding advice. And I just wanted to make sure everyone